Show them, but hello and happy Monday. Welcome to the best team ever. Dave and Becky here. And we are here to talk about part 2 of how to really, truly stick with your goals and make them happen this year. So you're not making the same goals over and over and over and over and over again. So this is your year. It's a lot of overs. It's a lot of overs because you know how many times do we make a goal and then we literally just have to keep making the same one and you just, put it back on next year because you're like, I'm gonna do this again. But not this year. This is your year to change all that. So we started out telling you part 1, which was... Apparently he listened really well. I'm just kidding. It was start with...
It's all the pressure.
Start with...
Why?
Why?
Okay.
So hopefully you started with your why. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that too. You started with your why. You figured it out. You had time to think about it over the last couple days, and you've decided what really, truly deep down inside at your heart of hearts is what is fueling why you even want to be successful with your business. Speaking of just your business goals. So why, obviously any goal that you make, if it's to lose weight, if it's to make more money, if it's to overcome a personality deficit, if you feel like you want to be more patient, whatever it is, you have to think about why. Why is it that you would want to make that change and how would your life be different? So that's what we talked about. Hopefully you guys have had a nice little soul searching time of what truly is at the heart of why you want to achieve your goals. And especially your Scentsy ones, that's the ones we're talking about specifically. Why would you want to promote or make a certain amount or achieve your next promotion goal? What would that do for you? What difference would that make? So that's your why. Today we're going to talk about, here's put you on the spot, number 2. Yeah.
Dream boards.
Yeah, visualization, dream boards, creating something in some way that you will see so that you can visualize those dreams. So we talked about the, oh good, you just got out of work, yay. Thanks for catching us live. So we talked about the overall dream that you create with your with your why, kind of the big objective for where you're even going with all of this. So now today we're going to talk about how to take that a step further and allow yourself to dream. Dream all the details of if you get that big over why, that overall goal, what's it going to look like along the way? What are the little sprinkles of life that you want to put in there that would make your life really truly what you want it to be? So some examples of that might be, what would you put on a dream board? Or what's an example of something that they would want to see to sprinkle in the fun little sprinkles on their frosting?
Well, I think a lot of times those are usually like they're things. Sometimes they're things, right? Like maybe you just want your favorite watch, right? Or your favorite pair of sunglasses. Or I got a pair of sunglasses for my birthday, and that was nice. And so maybe there's just something that you're eyeing on and you just love it, right? Or it's an experience, right? So it could be taking kids to Disney World, Disneyland, buying a home up in the woods or something, or just buying a home, right? Whatever it might be. So those I think are some things that could be on a dream.
I love it. Something that you're dreaming about, something that will help create your dream life, because that's what we're doing with these goals, is to create the life that we want it to be. So isn't that so fun? You get to dream. And I think a lot of times in our modern day, it's just kind of like, well, I've got to just keep this rolling. I've just got to get to the next step. I just have to kind of take life as it comes. And we just kind of are in this, I don't know, almost an automatic mode. As long as I can pay my bills, as long as I can reach the next level, when we kind of take it one step at a time, this is your chance to dream, to reach out a little bit higher and think, have you always wanted that house, that cabin in the woods, in the mountains, so that your kids can, especially because it will tie into your dream. If your dream is to create memories with your why. If your why is to create memories with your family so that your kids can have treasures to look back on when they're old, that can be accomplished by taking them out to Disney World. But if you have a different way and what that might look like, it also could be accomplished by having a cabin in the woods where they go to every summer, and whatever it is that you would really love to have happen in your life. Or maybe you've always wanted a Tesla and you're like, okay, it costs too much, it's not super anything that I really need, but it's not just I want a new car, it's I want a Tesla because that's what you truly want. If you don't want a Tesla, don't put a Tesla. If you just want a new car to get you from here and there, that's fine. But if you could have your dream car or your dream vacation or your dream house or your dream whatever, what would that look like? What are the elements of your dream? And even though we're married and we share a lot of the same dreams, my dreams are likely to be different than his too. So that's where it's interesting. So the dream board, it can look like anything. A lot of times people will take like a big poster board and you'll cut out actual, this is where you're creating that thing from just ideas to actually being able to see it physically. So that can be a digital dream board on the computer. There's lots of different programs you could make where you copy and paste and put it in together. You could put it on your phone screensaver so that every time you open up your phone you see it, or just that you have it in a special place. You could print it out on a big huge poster board. There's lots of office supply places that can actually print it out, or like I said, you get an actual poster board and you cut out pictures of magazines, or you draw it, or you write words, something that will speak to you and will keep that fire ignited. It goes along hand in hand with that why. If you kind of lift your sights a little higher than just, what am I going to do this month? How much am I going to sell this month? How can I do things this month? It helps kind of elevate your purpose and your dreaming.
Well, and it's something that every now and then I think, like in the back of your head, you'll be thinking about it, you know. So if there is, you know, if your hope is to buy a home, or to buy a home somewhere in particular, then every now and then you'll probably find yourself looking it up, right? Like looking up homes in the mountains of, I don't know,
Tennessee.
Montana.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and so
because it keeps it top of mind, so it makes it more real, because you've already created it in your mind and in your thoughts, and even with your eyes, because you've already seen it.
Yeah.
So then, I like that it kind of almost even subconsciously drives your actions towards that as well, because you'll be like, well, someday I'm gonna buy this, or I'm gonna have this, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna visit this place. So you'll find yourself looking up pictures of Fiji or whatever, you know. So
or getting emails, right? Or
I
about when
love
they go on sale or something.
Yeah.
So
I like that, because that's the next step that we'll talk about in part 3, is how to take these dreams and actually make them happen. But if you don't dream first, then you've just got a to-do list, and we all have a to-do list, and that's not very inspiring, especially if we want to create the life that we can truly create. By owning our own business, we literally have the world at our hands. But if you don't create it by saying, this is what I want, and even determining what your big dreams are, then it's harder to even know what you're working towards. And again, we'll just get caught in that hamster wheel of just day in, day out life, because that's what we do. So, so you can also create kind of a dream board for your business. I created one over there that I forgot to go grab, but it's just a little, you want to go get it? Sure. This is how super not fancy I am. It's not even pictures, it's not anything. This was just my dream board for my business, what I wanted to accomplish. Oh, my team size one fell off, and we accomplished that. Sticky notes are my best friend, and so I just quickly wrote down some of my, I think this was even from a little while ago, like a year or two ago. This was kind of the dream board of what my business would look like. So you can do one for your life, your business. Honestly, we can go through my goals, but again, this is kind of my dream board of what I wanted to do. It wasn't even necessarily going to happen that month or that year. It was my dreams, what I wanted to create. Thanks, Dave. What I wanted to create and what I wanted to see. Part of that is then I would know when it happened as well, because again, without a goal or a dream, then you don't really even know what you're aiming for or when to celebrate when you've done it. Like one of my goals was 1,500 group size, and we were able to celebrate that. But anyway, but then I was like, but I don't have 2,000 yet, or I don't have 2,500, or so-and-so has 10,000. So if I didn't have my goal, then, our dreams kind of, there's always a bigger dream. So anyway, I don't know. I just like kind of a dream target, so that you can know where you're going. So that's your challenge for today with creating your goals that you really truly will stick to. If you haven't nailed in and peeled off the layers of your onion of your why, do that and go dilute it down. You want to make so much money? Why? What will that change about your life? What will that enable? What will that allow you to do? Hey, Debbie. So if you haven't done that yet, again, that's your carryover assignment from step 1 is create your why. Figure out for you individually, why do you want to create these goals and these habits and these tasks that will get you there? Why? What's your overall objective? And then number 2 today is to make a dream board, whatever that looks like for you. It can be sticky notes, it can be digital, it can be a poster board with magazines that you cut out. You can draw them yourself. You can create a Pinterest board with all that, but it's just one, and it's kind of your ultimate dreams, because obviously there's lots of stuff. I mean, I don't know, whatever it is, it gets to be your dreams, but don't make it too crazy. I'll even post in our team page kind of a hybrid that somebody made, that digital image where you can kind of think about what you'd want. It kind of Okay, so apparently it didn't like us and kicked us off, but we are wrapping up. So today's assignment is to create your dream board. Whatever your dreams are. Sometimes it's hard. We aren't in the habit of dreaming. Like I said, we're in the habit of just kind of drudging along sometimes and just kind of making life. And even if we create a goal, that's different than a dream to me. So hopefully you can have some fun with your dreaming and creating your dream boards to create truly the dream life that you want with whatever elements in it that you want, that make you happy. Obviously, we know that money and things and sometimes even experiences don't make us happy. We have to find our happiness inside. But we do get to create the elements and the pieces, the little sprinkles that we want in them that will create memories that will really truly stick with us forever and be the things that we look back on and that helped to shape our experiences. So anyway.
Well, I think one thing to remember is that this is not a list of dreams or things that you want to achieve by or experience this year. It's just whenever. It's just, one day I want to, right? It's not even, that's an important thing because then it can become kind of like, I don't think I can do that this year. It's just, look, I'm always been interested in getting a pilot's license or, owning a gym or whatever that might be. This is just a list of whatever. So the first part I think is, number one, it's not this year. Number two, give yourself permission to make a list of things that you want to do, right? And I think some people are probably thinking, well, I don't want to make that list because it's just unrealistic. Well, you just never know. I mean, if nothing else, allow yourself to write that down and see what happens. So,
Or we could catch ourselves and think, well, it's selfish. It's selfish of me to think that I would want something extravagant when I should be doing this or I could be doing this. You know what I mean? I think it's good to really truly figure out what we want and to have a little bit of time dreaming about that. So anyway, all right, here's to dreaming and here's to creating that, taking it from ideas and wishes that you might not even have known are in there and taking them and making them real by giving them a voice, making a list at very least. But like I said, create something visual that you can see. Put it on your wall, put it in your binder, put it on your phone, put it on your planner, put it in your closet so when you go in to get dressed, every morning you're reminded of your dream. Whatever it is, create something physical that you can see and be reminded of your dreams, because then we can start working on them. So, all right. And if you'd like to, I'd love to see your dreams. So post in our team page a picture of your dream board if you'd like, or just tell us about what you did. So anyway, here's to dreaming big and making those dreams come true.
See ya.